When it comes to ChatGPT projects, just using them as basic folders, and trust me, I made this mistake for a while, means you're leaving massive productivity on the table. So in this video, I'm giving you the complete guide to using ChatGPT projects like a pro. We're going to go through some cool business use cases to help you work smarter, level up your marketing campaigns, and potentially even boost your bottom line. And by the end, you'll know everything that you need to know. Okay, so what exactly are ChatGPT projects and why should you care? Think of projects as dedicated smart workspaces or intelligent folders within ChatGPT. They're designed for your specific ongoing work, whether it's for a particular client, a marketing campaign, writing a book, or any multi-step task. So normally when you're in ChatGPT and you open up a new conversation, it's like starting everything completely fresh every time. But with projects, you can keep everything organized and within context, so every new chat is already dialed in, so you're not starting from zero anymore. It keeps all your relevant chats, any files you upload, whether it's branded guides, research, anything like that, and custom instructions all neatly organized in one place. Right now, this feature is available for those on the Plus and Pro plans, but it's not available on the free plan. So if you go to the main screen and you don't see projects on the left-hand side, then chances are you're on the free plan. So just an FYI that you'll have to upgrade to the paid plan if you want to get access to it. So now let's walk through how to set up your project in ChatGPT. All right, so on the left-hand side of the main screen, you're going to see new project with a plus sign there. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to name the project. For this demo, I'm going to call it Serene Spaces Marketing, but you could call it whatever you'd like marketing or anything more specific than that. And I'll walk you through the use cases in a moment. All right, and now we're going to click on Create Project. And now we have our project. Perfect. And on the left-hand side of the page, you're going to see the new project that we created right there. Now we can start a new chat within this project. And then at the top of the page, you're going to see a little folder. And that's actually an option to change the color of the folder if you want to. So that can make it a little bit easier to see on the left-hand side when you have a lot of different projects. Now, one of the amazing things that you can now do in projects that you couldn't do until very recently is you can actually use multiple models within the same project. Before, you were limited to the 4.0 model. Now you can use a bunch of different models, which is awesome. So now you have way more flexibility and you can select the best model for the tasks that you have. But for this demo, I'm going to leave the 4.0 model selected. Now within projects, there's two key areas that we can give ChatGPT more context on what this project is all about. The first is by uploading files, and the second is by giving it custom instructions. Both of these add a lot of context to the AI to give the best possible output. Now, why bother with all this setup? Because this is what takes your outputs from generic to genuinely useful and on brand. So think of this as a package of information that you want ChatGPT to deeply understand to respond in the best way for this specific project. Here's who we are, here's who our clients are, here's all the relevant information, etc. You're giving ChatGPT a focused pattern to work from for everything in this project. Okay, so we're going to upload some documents so I can show you how this works. For this example, I had AI generate us a hypothetical business, which is called Serene Spaces Collective, which is a premium organization solution for busy professionals who want to declutter and better organize their homes. All right, so we're going to upload a few files to give this project marketing context. So we're going to click on Add Files, and the first file we're going to upload is the Customer Journey and Pain Points document. So this document's going to tell us the pain points of our typical customer. The second file we're going to upload is some customer testimonials. These are AI generated, by the way, for this demo. And the third document is the product offer for our company. All right, so next we're going to click on Add Instructions, and this is where we're going to give ChatGPT the standing orders and ongoing context that it needs to give us the best possible responses for every chat within this project. Now, for the instructions, it's a really good idea to assign it a role or a persona. For example, if this project was about market research, you could tell it, you are an expert market researcher with 20 years of experience. You could also tell it your preferred format for the response. So, for example, provide answers in bullet points or generate lists when appropriate. And it's also helpful to set the desired tone. So maintain a professional and authoritative tone or respond in a friendly, casual manner. Now, for our Serene Spaces marketing project, we want to write amazing marketing copy. Now, I'm going to paste in a really detailed prompt that I worked with AI to come up with, and you could develop something similar as well, even using AI to help you craft it. So here's the prompt. Your core identity and mission: you are a highly skilled and strategic business growth partner, an expert communicator, adept at leveraging deep insights to drive tangible business outcomes. Your mission: to provide comprehensive, actionable, and eloquently crafted solutions across various business functions, always focusing on efficiency, effectiveness, and fostering strong relationships. Awesome. Now, within this detailed prompt, you'll see that I also mentioned some famous marketers like Alex Hormozy, Dan Kennedy, Gary Halbert. That just gives the AI more information on what style I'm looking for within what I'm going to ask it to do. So you might be thinking, why go so detailed with these instructions? Isn't this overkill? Well, the reason is because this is how you train AI to respond in a way that aligns perfectly with your strategic goals and your brand voice. It's all about consistency and quality. Okay, so now our project is set up with all the uploaded files and custom instructions. Let's see how we can actually use this to write better marketing copy. So for our first use case, we're going to ask ChatGPT to generate copy for a video sales letter and a landing page for Serene Spaces Collective, our premium home organization solution company. Here's the prompt I'll use, which is pretty detailed. And again, you can work with AI to craft a similar type of prompt like this. All right, here's the prompt. Task: create high converting copy to capture leads for the free lead magnet called The Busy Professional's Guide to Reclaiming Your Weekend, 3 Quick Wins for a Calmer Home. Focus on validating pain points around weekend stress from clutter, introduce the guide as a valuable first step, building credibility, and driving opt-ins. Awesome. And then we've got the style emphasis, who we want it to emulate, which it already knows. We've talked about the famous marketers in our custom instructions or our instructions. And then we have the landing page, same thing. And we have the format as well. All right, so we're going to see what it generates. Wow, that's actually really good. Is your weekend supposed to be restful but feels more like another work shift? You look around your home on Saturday morning and instantly feel tension, the clutter, the chaos, the mess that's silently grown all week, and suddenly instead of resting, you're cleaning, or worse, numbing out just to cope. Wow, as somebody with a cluttered house myself, that actually speaks to me. But I have 5-year-old twins, so I guess I have a bit of an excuse. But honestly, this is a really good start. And then you can see the landing page copy, which is next. Main headline: reclaim your weekend, calm your home starting today. No rigid rules, no overwhelm, just 3 quick wins designed for busy professionals like you. So it's kind of teasing at the solution for our lead magnet, which we have. It talks about the problem, which is perfect. It talks about the benefit of our solution, credibility snippet. It's used by physicians, designers, and business owners who are paralyzed by clutter. That's awesome. It's exactly what I wanted. And it has a strong call to action. Now, the copy that it generated is good, but it's a bit brief. So if you wanted to make this longer, you would simply ask, can you make this a bit longer? And it would do exactly that. You can see how this would save you a ton of time compared to writing a video sales letter and landing page copy by yourself from scratch. And because we've given it so much context within project, the quality and the relevance of the output is significantly leveled up. All right, so for our second use case, let's say we want to create an email sequence for people that opt into our lead magnet. I'm going to show you how we can use the same project to help with that. Now, because our project instructions are geared towards different types of marketing and writing for Serene Spaces Collective, it still makes sense to use that project for this. However, to keep things organized for this new task, we're going to start a new chat within the same project. Now, since our email sequence is going to reference this lead magnet right here, I'm going to upload a PDF copy of that lead magnet into our project files now. This gives AI the context that it needs for the email sequence. All right, so the lead magnet PDF is now part of our project's knowledge base. Okay, so here's a really detailed prompt that we can use in our new chat to generate a 5 email sequence. You can see that we've put the task here. It knows what it has to do, generate a 5 email lead nurturing sequence. We're referencing the lead magnet in there. We also break down the email 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what we want the subject to be, what we want the body of it to include, certain information. So it's very detailed. And let's see what it comes up with. Wow, this actually looks really good. You can see in the first email, it's referencing the lead magnet, which is perfect. The second email tackles the deeper problem of why people have clutter. Email 3 introduces the company's unique philosophy, which is awesome. Email 4 weaves in the social proof, which is great. And the last email really focuses on Serene Spaces Collective as the solution and has a really strong call to action. And we generated this entire email sequence in just a few minutes. Now, is it absolutely perfect and ready to send? Well, no, it'll probably require some light editing and your personal touch, but I think it's a really strong start and a massive time saver. Now, we just used the same project for both use cases. So, when might be an example of a time where you might want to have separate projects for separate things? Well, a good example of this would be content creation. You might want to have a separate file for Instagram, one for LinkedIn, and one for X because maybe the way you write on each of those platforms is a little bit different. So you'd probably want to have different project instructions for each of those. So just keep that in mind. Now, another thing you can do with projects is you can actually move a chat from outside of a project into a project. So let's say I had a file called marketing that I wanted to move into the project. What I would do is go to the left side there, click on the three dots, click on add to project, and then click on Serene Spaces, and it's going to move that chat right within the same project. And now when we go into the project, we see marketing right there. Now, if you wanted to move it out of the project again, then you're just going to click the three dots again, and then click Remove from Serene Spaces. And you're done. Now, after seeing these examples, you might be thinking, well, what's the difference between a project like this and building or using a custom GPT? Can't I just get a custom GPT to do the same thing? And that's a great question because they do have some overlap, but they do have some key differences. Think of it this way. ChatGPT projects are mainly about organizing your stuff for a big task. They keep all your related chats, the files you upload for context, and your instructions all together in one place. This means an AI always has the background for that specific work. It also makes your chats smarter and faster because every time you do a new chat within the same project, it already has all the context so you don't have to re-explain everything over and over again. And as I mentioned before, you can also now use different models within projects, whether it's the 4.5, the O3, whichever model. With a custom GPT, you're essentially creating a special purpose version of ChatGPT. You design it for a very particular task or to act like an expert in a particular role. Think of it like building a little AI app with its own personality and skills. Custom GPTs can be set up with unique abilities like browsing the web in specific ways or connecting to other apps. And a really big difference is that you can actually share custom GPTs with your team, with other specific people, or even make them publicly available on the GPT store. And GPTs currently use the 4.0 model as the underlying engine. So when do you use which one? Well, use the projects when you have an ongoing body of work where you want to keep things really organized, where you want to have files, chats, and broad instructions all together in one place and have a really organized personal workspace. Another thing is that you would want to use projects if you want to have the flexibility of using multiple models. So you'd want to use a custom GPT if you want to create a specialized AI tool that has a certain persona and function that you might want to reuse often, share with others, or that needs unique capabilities. Okay, so let's quickly talk about some of the limitations of ChatGPT projects just so you know what to expect. There's no direct cross-chat referencing. This is a big one to remember. Chats within the same project cannot directly see or reference the content within other chats. Each chat is its own distinctive conversation, even though they share the files and the instructions of the project. Now, if it's really important to you that one chat does have the references from the other chats, what you can do is you can copy that content from that chat that you want to refer to, save it as a file, and then upload that file as a source or as a file within the project so that other chats can access that specific information. Another limitation is that you can't actually share the project environment with somebody else and collaborate with them. So the projects are really good if you're doing solo work when you don't need to collaborate with other people. Another limitation is that there's no third-party app integration. Unlike custom GPTs, which has the ability to hook up to third-party apps, Projects does not. And the last limitation that I wanted to mention is just being aware of the context window. AI model still has a context window or a limit to the amount of information that it can actively consider at one moment to generate a response. So for very large files or a huge number of files, it may not be able to use all the information, every single piece, with perfect recall all the time. It's very good, but it's not infinite. So fire up your ChatGPT and give these tips a try. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want to know more about how you can use AI every day, then click this next video.